you saying to me right now?
When you hold it that close, the volume spikes up.
So?
And when it spikes up, it glitches out for me. I don't know how it will be on the recording as well. Hold on, a little closer than that. Right there's fine.
Okay, well, that just ruined the vibe entirely, thank you.
I'm sorry. I was just trying to make sure that it didn't mess up.
If it messes up, it messes up, it's fine. Hey
You'll
guys, welcome.
stress about it for a week.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Eclectic ADHD podcast. I'm your host B, and this is your co-host Dakota. Grab a cuppa, get comfy, and oh no, not the fuckboy signs. Let's not do that. He will be running for presidency in 2028. Grab a
And we'll
cuppa, get
vote for him.
comfy, and enjoy the chaos. Trying to see. Those are last week's ones. I'm looking for a day ago. I don't know why I'm all the way over here. How do you feel about people who use online dating just for casual hookups?
Seems kind of pointless. Um, just remembered that was on, didn't you?
Yeah, I was like, why am I hearing so much fucking air? And I was like, oh,
To me, it's kind of pointless because, like, if you use, like dating sites to get hookups, that's one thing. But if you're using stuff like Instagram or Facebook or shit like that, the likelihood of you finding anyone even remotely in your area for a hookup is very low. You'll probably end up with someone who is 3,000 miles away or more. So at that point in time, it doesn't become a hookup.
okay. You didn't answer the question though.
I said well, how do you feel about online dating
Yeah, how do
for
you feel
casual
about
hookups?
people who use online dating for casual? How do you feel about it? Not what it
It's
is.
fucking pointless. It's fucking pointless.
Okay.
You're hooking up with you're trying to hook up with people who are like over 3,000 miles the fuck away. That's pointless. You're an idiot.
As long as the other person is aware that it's a casual hookup, then I don't see the problem. Way to your heart? Question mark.
She's mine. Back the fuck off. I will burn you.
Money.
My sword fell over. Oh, another sword.
Money.
Money. Yes,
Money.
definitely money. That's the way to her heart. Yes, money.
Money.
Give her $10,000 and then don't talk to her again.
Yeah. Don't ever talk to me.
We will send you a thank you card that includes a picture of us together.
Yeah.
Sitting, in fact, we'll be sitting in this chair together.
Absolutely not. It's
Why not?
most uncomfy way to sit on that chair with two people.
Yeah, that's true.
It's horrific. Do you feel like you have a flirty personality?
Do I feel like it? No. Have I been told I'm wrong? Yes.
I yes, I do. I do have a very flirty personality, but I don't realize it at all. People are like, "Are you flirting with me right now?" I'm like, "No."
I'm autistic. It's a hate crime.
I'm autistic. That is a hate crime. I would never.
The
Um,
number of people who you've inadvertently attracted over the years.
okay. To be fair, None
I
of
still don't believe it.
them was my fault. Okay. One guy I worked with, we know who it is. We're not going to mention names. We're not doing that, okay? I found a broken rubber band at my job and I handed it to him over the counter, right? And this was when I was working in Bolts. And I handed him a broken rubber band and I said, "Here you go, happy birthday." And I just kept doing it. Unbeknownst to me, he started collecting them. He didn't bin them like I intended him to. He just started collecting them. And he was just like, "I didn't get any broken rubber bands today from you." I was like, oh yeah, I binned them. He was like, "You usually give them to me." And I was just like, to bin? He's like, "Oh, I've been collecting them. I thought they were like little weird gifts." And I was like, no. No.
2 years later, you still. I told you from the get go. From the get go, this man had a thing. And you, for 2 years, you denied it
He's
until he admitted it to your face. And even now,
he's
you still deny it.
he's a very conventionally socially attractive man. Why on earth would I think that he would like me like that?
He.
I'm not the type of person that people are like, "Damn, she is fucking beautiful." Like I'd have
Yes, the
that.
fuck you
No,
are.
I'm not.
When you worked at a chippy.
Okay, those people were drunk. Those people
Doesn't
were
matter.
all
A lot of times,
drunk.
it doesn't matter. A lot of times when people are drunk, to be fair, they were drunk and already had partners. But either way, a lot of times when people drink, their true thoughts come out. So that you can classify as them telling you the truth. You are very attractive, and
No,
almost everyone you went to school with would tap that if given the chance.
that's because they're all hormonal dickheads who have no sense of loyalty. What song do you currently have on repeat?
Can I play it?
No. We'll get copyrighted, no. Just say the name of it.
It's a morning alarm.
Just say the name of it.
Fine. I'm not good with names. I'm gonna look it up.
I'm actually going to look up the song that I've been listening to. Suddenly it's gone
I'm
out of
on
my head.
yours.
Thief. One song that I constantly have on repeat, it doesn't matter what day it is Rob Zombie, Dragula. That will always be my favorite song. But right now my like proper like jamming out tune is Black Betty by Brahim. And it's a remix and it is fuck it, it's so scrimply. It's so scrimply. I love
The
it.
song that I have basically on repeat right now is "Brotherhood" by Benjamin R,
hmm Um,
which makes me want to play Assassin's Creed so badly. Because the song's actually about Assassin's Creed, specifically Assassin's Creed Brotherhood,
well,
which is
duh.
set in Rome. So it makes me really badly want to go play Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. It drives me nuts. And
Um,
I say it's on repeat, but the truth is it's set as one of my alarms. So when I go get in the truck and my Spotify connects and it does its action of start playing song on Spotify, it happens to be that song because that's the last song that Spotify played. So it just starts in the middle. It just continues while I'm getting the truck set up and finding the new station I want to listen to and shit. It's just like, fuck.
someone said, "Do you always throw so much shade?" Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I do. I
100%.
do.
110%.
I'm a very
110%.
I'm a
How
very
fucking dare
kind.
you ask that question?
I need to take a breath because you've interrupted me this entire fucking episode. So you speak while I take a fucking breath. I'm livid right now.
She's proved my point. She'll throw shade. But yes, she will throw shade. I will throw shade. Like, how fucking dare you ask that question? I hope your mom swallows a Lego.
No.
Okay, I'm playing. I won't. Not the bendy straw in the can. Do you have to be bougie with the can?
Okay. Yes, I do always have to throw so much shade. I'm a very kind person until you do me wrong. Um, at that point, you're lucky I've not put a hex on your ass. It takes every little tiny bone in my tiny little body to not hex people daily, and I really try not to hex people constantly because that's not nice. That's not very demure. But people test me daily. That one specifically. I put a protection spell on him and I'm really considering shaking the bug. But in regards to the last episode when I dropped that teen, I told her to get the fuck off my channel. Yeah. People don't inherently, I won't like inherently hate people. That's a lie. I hate everybody. I'm not mean to people.
Moving along. You're not going to recover from this.
I'm not gonna. Let's just move on. I don't care what people say. I think you're cute.
I will hex the fuck out of you. I will get in trouble for it, though. Did you just burp into the microphone on purpose?
Yeah, I did. Still think I'm
I
cute?
love you.
I'll fight you.
Yes.
Not you! Not you! Speaking of you.
I'm still down!
Someone just asked, which parent do you have a better bond with and why? Obviously, my mother.
Sarcasm.
I love her to pieces.
Liar.
That woman is my heart and soul.
Now the truth.
My dad. I would die for my dad. I was in his car the other day, because he was putting me home, and I was thinking like if we got into a car accident and it came down to my dad needed like a kidney from like a car accident, and I was the only match, and he was trying to like tell me no to keep my kidney, or save his life. I was like, I would give him my fucking heart if I had to. I do not care. Save my dad. I cannot live without my dad. My mother, on the other hand, I wouldn't piss on her grave. She's not worth it.
Waste of fluid.
Yep. She could be on fire in my fucking house and I'd be putting out the fire in my house, but not her. I do
Stand
not
in the
care.
kitchen. This way my carpet doesn't start on fire.
You're singeing my carpet. Fuck off. Not my carpet. Like, oh.
I don't really have a good relationship with either parent. For the longest time, I had a really decent relationship with my father. To be honest, when we started this podcast, I had a very good relationship with my father. As it stands now, I don't have a very good relationship with my father because he is doing a lot of things that are causing me issues. Um, so I have to kind of step away from him because he is slowly starting to drag me down, and that's not okay. Um, I'm not going to go into explicit details on this, but as a result of my father's, I don't know how to put it.
Moving on. Let's not talk about that.
Well, I'm not going to go into detail. I don't have to go into detail on this.
Okay.
Due to my father's, I want to say patience, but it's not patience.
What are you
I'm not
trying
sure
to
what
say?
exactly it would be. His ability to give people more time when he really shouldn't. Not exactly sure how to word that, but either way, it has resulted in me being summoned to court
Oh
for
yeah, his dad
something
killed somebody.
that I'm not, because I have him dealing with something of mine because he is there and I am not. Because of what he is dealing with and the bullshit he does with that, it has resulted in me facing a court summons and a $500 court fee. Now I'm lucky I don't have to go because I was gonna have to go on Tuesday, but it's gotten taken care of. But because of that, it put me in a very bad situation because now I had to call out of work. It's costing me money, and lucky I don't have to go now. I'm not going to work because I already called and took the day off, so fuck it. But it costs me money. Now it's not costing me money, but it did cost me money. And it's entirely because of him. Because he would not do what I told him to do when I told him to do it. He kept putting things off and pushing things off, and I've been trying to get him to do one thing, just one fucking thing, for a year now, and it has resulted in me having to go to court because he didn't do it when he had the chance. So, as a result, I am stepping further away from my father. Because I realize I cannot trust him to get things done that I need to get things done when I don't have the ability to do it myself. So now I will start planning things around my ability to do them. And modifying things around the time when I don't have the ability to do it on my time, I will modify the things I do have control over around that. So.
I don't have a good relationship with my mother because she chose my abuser over me.
She still chooses dead names.
Certified pedophile. Certified. Sorry,
No, man.
the Kendrick Lamar song.
Nope.
And it probably struck a chord, and it's probably A minor. But yeah, that's why none of us talk to our mother. And she's batshit. Anyway. Oh, what happened? What happened? Is there a hidden Insta you only share with your friends? No. My personal Instagram is private. Um, unless I know the person, they're not allowed to follow my private Instagram. I like post pictures of my niece and shit on there. I'm not about to do that.
Really, no. I mean, I've got two Instagrams. Two Insta. Two Instagrams. Wow. Okay. Fuck it. Two Instagrams. That one of them is for my gaming. The other one is a personal. Um, I don't post much on the personal, and I currently have put my gaming stuff on pause, so I don't post on that one either. Um, but you can follow my gaming one if you want for whenever I pick it back up. But my personal one, yeah, no, you're gonna get blocked.
Okay. That was such a long winded answer.
Well, it's okay. I don't know what the fuck else to say. No, because I don't have friends. But also, yes, because I have a private Instagram that I don't have friends on. I don't
Um,
know what you want from me.
Someone said you're kind of weird.
Thank you. I would rather be limited edition than common rarity.
Oh, you are limited edition.
Damn right.
I love you.
I love you.
Um, do you think we can stay close friends if I move? No. Who the fuck are you? I don't really have close friends.
Who the fuck is moving?
I have no idea. No one I know. Do you think we can stay close friends if I move? Unless it's twin flame,
That's
then
yeah.
no.
I don't.
But she's not moving, so no. Leave me alone. What the fuck?
The only other thing I can think of is some of the people you go hang out at the cafe with.
No, I'm not close friends with any of them.
They may not think that though.
Well, then they're fucking stupid. They don't talk to me. Um,
Don't classify yourself as a close friend unless you can text them at 2 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday afternoon.
yeah.
That made no sense. 2 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday afternoon. Don't y'all understand what I? Yeah, fuck it.
If you can call me at 3 in the morning, I'm not pissed off at you. We're close friends.
So we're not close friends.
No, no, we're not close friends. You're my best friend. I'm allowed to get mad at you.
I don't agree with that. Okay. I'm
Um,
innocent.
oh, I forgot I had a tattoo.
You
It's
do
like,
that every
oh,
time.
I know it's not in a spot that I particularly look at, so when I see it, I'm like, eh, eh. I see this one all the time though. On my mushroom,
Yes.
it's faded. I need to go
You
back
need to
over
go
it.
back. Yeah, you do.
um, so our topic of discussion is I don't even want to talk about it.
We can save that for next time then.
No, because I just had one thing to say on it. I watched a TV show on Netflix. I think it's got 2 episodes. And it was about a man who went through domestic violence for 20 years. And the only reason that the woman got sent to jail was because he set up secret cameras in his house and captured evidence. The fact that if he didn't have evidence, it would have been incredibly hard to convict because it was man versus a woman, um, is fucked up in so many ways. Um, but also, the justice system for women in abuse is completely fucked as well because the law favors men um, in regards to rape cases and stuff. But also, if a man was to go to court and say she's hitting me, they would think, just man up, just leave. Fuck is wrong with you? You're a man. What are you doing letting a woman hit you? The fuck?
And
And
that's
I think it's just incredibly fucked up. The justice system needs completely revised because there's no winning for anyone anymore, unless it's an incredibly well documented and evidenced case. And even then, some cases get thrown out. Some cases still find not guilty, and a lot of people are let go. In the state of the UK, um, jails are all completely full, so they're letting rapists walk away. They're letting abusers walk away because there's pedophiles. There's so much stuff that people are just like, they're just letting them go because there's no space in jails. Um, I know in Shetland, then there is. My throat's really funny right now. Um, there is there was a pedophile that was let out. He only went to jail for 2 years, and it was the most horrific case of abuse that they have ever seen. and he only got 2 years. He's allowed out walking the streets. And there's another paedophile that just got sent down. He is 2 years in his sentence. He will probably get out on good behavior, just like the first paedophile did. There is such a high amount of paedophilia everywhere in the world, not just Shetland, but Shetland especially, because Shetland's such a close, tight-knit community. So to have so many paedophiles here, it's actually really scary because you genuinely don't know, because so many people are coming up from down south. There's a load of new faces, and then there's more cases of paedophilia, and it's just... Shetland used to be a place that you could just let your kids go out and be quite happy and content, and now you have to sort of be like, well, stay here, phone me, check in regularly. Like, I used to be able to go out and just go roam around town until the streetlights came on, and then I had to come back home. But now I'm like, with my niece, I'm like, where are you going? She's like, the street. I'm like, alone? She's like, no, I'm going with her pal. And I'm like, I don't like that. I really don't like that. Can I go with you?
I believe you told me, and it's not just the new people who are moving into town either, is it? There's somebody from your school who got
Yeah, that's the first
something.
guy.
Yeah.
Someone that went to my school, 2-3 years older than me. Worst case of pedophilia that they've ever seen. Worst case.
Yeah. You went to school with him and you knew him.
No, I didn't. I've
I
never
thought you did.
seen him in my life before.
I thought you knew him.
Mm-mm.
I don't know why I thought you did.
I
You went
know,
to school with.
because his first and last name, I know people that have one person that has his first name, and then one person that is the last name. That's why I was immediately like, who the fuck, what? Because, yeah, but it wasn't. I don't actually remember ever seeing his face.
That's
But
crazy,
it's
man.
terrifying to think that people my age who know the impacts of abuse are doing that shit. And the justice system is doing fuck all. 2 years for diddling kids. Are you fucking kidding me? Life, castration, death. Get the injection. I do not care.
There is one person I know that I knew on a very, very personal level. Like I was friends with this man. He was like one of my great good friends, like 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago. Very, very good friend. Related to my child, good friend. Let's put it that way. Related to my child. He is now spending the next 25 years in prison for sexually assaulting his own daughter. And I changed that girl's fucking diapers. So when I was locked up, he showed up. That pissed me off. When I found out what the fuck was going on, that pissed me off. And it just, every time I heard what was going on with his case, I got more and more angry. Not only did he do that to his child, he gave his child herpes. That's how bad it is. He gave his child a sexually transmitted disease.
Infection.
Whatever.
They're no longer classed as diseases.
Infection. He gave his child a sexually transmitted infection. And it was his own baby mama who turned his ass the fuck in.
Good on her. I think the justice system needs to be completely revised, because men not having the resources, the ability, the strength to speak up when you when you abuse a man, you break their spirit. That sounds really weird and corny and cheesy in some way, but you do. Men are such beautiful creatures. I love men. I think that they're so. There's a man belly dancer that I watch on TikTok. He's toned. No, 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 no. He's toned to all fuck. Muscles everywhere. Why are you laughing? He's got muscles everywhere. And just the way that he
Or
dances, it's beautiful. I'm not saying that I would fuck him. I'm just saying that he's beautiful. Why are you
this is
laughing?
mad because okay, you said there's a man belly dancer I watch on TikTok, and I'm like, huh, Paul Blart, Mall Cop, belly dancing.
No. He's muscly, he's fit as fuck. Um, but I just think that men are absolutely beautiful, and the fact that women who claim that all men are pigs, I would choose the bear, those same women, not all of them, of course, but some women that scream that from the rooftops, some of the women that are screaming the fucking loudest are turning around and beating their men at home because men are pigs.
Yep.
Yes, I would choose the bear. I fucking would. I would rather be stuck in the woods with a bear than a man. A bear lives there. What the fuck is a man doing there? Okay? But, and I have men in my life that loves me. If I could pick the man, I choose the man. But you can't. So bear. But we need to stop this whole we hate men thing because it's gotten to the point where it's not feminism anymore. It's toxic. And it's not I want women to be equal with men. It's women need to be above men because men are fucking slaves. Men deserve nothing. And it's fucking incorrect. You can talk, it's fine. You're only interrupting me, but it's cool.
At times I have no choice but to interrupt you, because if I don't, you'll move past the conversation, because guess what? I still have comments from the last two topics you just went over. The justice system, the whole criminal system, the jails being full. I have comments on that, but I'm not going to go into that. What I am going to go into is the women hating men thing. You're right that a lot of women want to be above men. You're right on that. But you're also wrong. Because not always do women want to be above men. Because what they want is they want a punching bag that's not going to fight back. But the moment that punching bag fights back, suddenly they're weak, they're frail, they're a woman. You can't want equal rights if you reject the equal lefts that are thrown at you as well. You want to be equal, you have to be 100% equal all the time. You piss a man off or you hit him and he hits back, don't go screaming woman abuser, woman beater. Don't go screaming white beater. Don't go screaming this shit. You swung first, he defended himself. It's exactly what a man would do to another man. He's not going to just sit there and let somebody wail on his ass if he has the ability to defend himself. You were not strong enough to take on that man, so don't fucking try. If you swing on him, and he turns around and he swings on you, and you're suddenly crying, you do not have the strength to run your fucking mouth like that. I'm sorry. Now, me, personally, she swings on me, she knows I'm gonna swing back. But the difference is that when she swings on me and I swing back, I know she's swinging again. We'll end up full-on fist fighting. We both know that. We view each other as equals. Now, yes, I am stronger than her. She knows that. But I don't fight as dirty as she does. I know that. See, she'll slap me in the face, I'll slap back. She'll throw a punch, I'll throw a punch. She'll kick me in the balls, I'll be on the ground for 15 minutes. But when I get back up,
You're not getting back
She'll
up.
kick me again and I'll go back down.
You're not getting back up. If you ever if you ever hit me first, you better be fucking well prepared for your
And
life to end at that point.
I'll never hit first.
No. And
Um,
I would never hit you.
yeah. Like, you may slap me because I did something fucking stupid, but you'll never hit me.
I would
You'll never.
playfully slap you. I would never full on like slap you. I
Yeah.
might like flick your forehead slap, but I would never like full on backhand
But,
you.
but if you ever did full on backhand me, you expect that I'm going to do the same thing. You know I'm going to come back right back after you for it.
The
You did it to
only
me, I did it to you. It's equal in that regard. Now, if you
100%.
did it to me and I did it to you, and you're suddenly on the phone to the fucking police, yeah, okay, you're a pathetic piece of shit. No
Oh yeah.
offense. If you can't handle the fight, I'm gonna use this quote. It's gonna be cheesy as hell. If you can't handle the fire, get the fuck out the kitchen. And that goes for any woman, any man. If you can't handle the fight, why the fuck did you throw a punch? You think that every person's gonna back down simply because of what's between your fucking legs, but you don't want us to assume what's between your fucking legs. So what's going to end up happening is when you hit, we're gonna look at you and go, "Oh, you have balls then," and we're gonna swing. Deal with it at that point. Don't go run into the police. You started it.
I just think that nobody should be fucking raising their hands.
Nobody should, but there are situations where, unfortunately, that can't be avoided. It's going to happen. There are people who are going to do it. And the ones who are screaming, "Men are pigs," and throwing hands on men, guess what? They're the ones who have been married for 15 years to an amazing husband who does everything for them, supplies the house completely, is the only one who has a fucking job, and she's just a stay-at-home wife who does nothing but cook, clean, and take care of the kids.
A lot of sorry.
No, you're fine.
A lot
That was the last.
okay. Um a lot of, and I'm going to say this because it's fucking true. If it offends you, piss off. When women abuse men, their most common tactic is to turn around and go, "Oh, he was hitting me. I'm the victim here. He was beating me," because the justice system, unfortunately, is more likely to believe that unless you have video evidence. Now, women, when they fight or when they abuse, it's not just it's not like how men abuse. When men abuse, it's all rage. It's never thought out. It's never word. Pre prede- predetermined? No. No, that's not it.
Premeditated.
Premeditate. It's never premeditated. They don't sit and think like, "Hey, she's gonna come in that door. I'm gonna beat her ass, and then I'm gonna go run into the doorway so it looks like she's actually beating me." It's never like that. But with women, it fucking is. Women are malicious, vigilant fuckers when they abuse.
I have a story about this that relates to something you said earlier.
Okay.
So, to reiterate, women are malicious. They're manipulative. They're sneaky. They're. I'm going to be honest. I'm not religious, but it makes sense that Eve convinced Adam to take a bite of the apple. Gonna say it. Get mad if you want. But to give you an example of this, I had a high school buddy, well, middle school buddy, back in my hometown, who had been dating this girl who was about a year younger than 2 years younger than he was. He dated her throughout majority of middle school and all of high school, and they graduated a year apart. Right? He graduated at 17. She was just turned 16. So I think they're about a year and a half apart. I'm not entirely sure. But when he turned 18, he refused to have sex anymore. because he didn't want her parents to get mad and send him to prison for it. So they had a conversation with her parents. Her parents said, "You've been dating for 4 years. We don't have a problem with it. It happened before. It'll happen again. It's fine." So they continued to hook up after he turned 18. She was 17 at the time that this situation happened. He discovered she was cheating on him. She was cheating on him. He found out, and so he left her. And in response, she called 911, said he had sexual relations with a minor because she was 17 at the time, and sent him to prison for the next 15 years. He is still locked the fuck up. Her parents sided with him, his parents sided with him, his friends, the family, the entire community all said they've been together for 7 years. They were having sex before he turned 18. They were having sex after he turned 18. This shouldn't count. But because she was crying on the stand, lying through her fucking teeth, he went to prison for it. And guess what? She has done it to 4 other guys who refused to be in a relationship with her because of what she did to him. They'll gladly have sex with her, but they'll turn around and go, "He raped me." She'll turn around and go, "He raped me," to the police as soon as she doesn't get what she wants. She's manipulative and she's evil. Now she's got 6 kids living in that town and no man to help her. In fact, no guy will even speak to her anymore because of what she did. People don't realize actions have consequences. And women being manipulative, yes, eventually those consequences come back to bite you in the fucking ass. But guess what? They still chose to believe her in that moment simply because she cried a few tears and lied through her teeth. They didn't even question it at all. That why is this suddenly happening? So that just proves that women are manipulative. They'll say things and they'll do things specifically to get their way because they think it makes them feel better.
Mm-hmm. Although Adam convinced Eve to eat the apple because men are just as good as manipulating, and that's why the apple is stuck in the man's throat. Hence, Adam's apple.
See, it could go both ways. But if you look at the story that says the snake convinced Eve.
Yeah, the snake convinced Eve. Eve convinced Adam. But either way, the story is all fucked up because the Bible doesn't even fucking mention Lilith, and that is Adam's first wife, but God banished her from Eden because she refused to listen to orders that she was given without fucking reason. But we don't talk about that, okay? So,
also not going to talk about how they had children and then they went out into the world and there were already people out there.
Not to mention God's perfect creations, Adam and Eve, then had kids, Cain and Abel, and Cain killed Abel. So perfect. Oh my God. Anyway.
This is not a religious one. We're just move along.
Yeah, no, we've got a religion piece coming up. I'm not sat here saying that men are never manipulative. They're never the instigators, because they fucking are. Okay, men are more likely to abuse statistically. Men are more likely to cause harm mentally to women, specifically statistically. But I just also wanted to bring awareness to the fact that men are also being slipped under the radar with their abuse, because men statistically are fucking insane. But
and the reason behind that statistic is absolute bullshit. Yes, the statistic is there. Yes, it makes sense. But the reason that statistic exists is bullshit. The reason why that statistic is the way it is because men are known to be stronger, faster, and bigger.
No.
If they are going to have the ability to abuse, they have the physical aspect needed to do it.
Mm-mm.
That's
not
part of the statistic.
No, it's not.
It is.
I love you, but it's not. How they determine those type. No, it's not.
It is.
It's not.
Why women will walk down the street and look at a man who looks like me and go, "I bet he can cause damage."
Well, duh,
I am
men
one
are
of
literally stronger than women. Biologically, men are stronger than women, but that's not a part of a statistic for men being more abusive to women. That's not a part of the statistic at all. That's not how they figure out the statistics.
how they figure out the statistics is bullshit.
No, it's not. They figure it out by case.
Yes, but if the only cases that are coming through are where the men is bigger, stronger, and faster than the woman, and it's the only cases that are coming forward is the man hitting the woman, yes, that statistic is always going to be men.
Okay, but they also determine based on numbers. If there's 20,000 people in a town and it's 1 in 5 men that are getting abused, they'll figure out that statistic. Scientifically, men abuse women a lot more than women abuse men, including the cases that have not come forward. It's never based on he's bigger and stronger than her. Obviously, that's an abuse case. If that was the case, all men would be abusers. You're incorrect.
That's how women look at it. All men are abusers.
Okay, but I'm talking about scientific statistics, not just how people are looking at it.
You have to take into how society looks at it as well.
Well, society's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Society, all men are pigs, basically. That's how society, which is why I'm on here on my fucking podcast telling people that not all men are pigs. Yes, we all have to be afraid of men. If I was at a gas station and a man walked up to me, I'd immediately think, I'm going to get raped or kidnapped. One of the two.
That's not necessarily because of the. That's not necessarily because you're at a gas station alone and a man walks up to you. That's because you're at a gas station alone and a man walks up to you and you have trauma.
No, that's just me as a woman. I'm not 5 years old anymore. I'm not immediately going, he's a pedophile.
I'm not talking about the 5-year-old version.
What, are you talking about my ex?
I'm talking about the psychopath who's named after a city in Japan.
I'm not really scared of him, though. If he oh, no, he is 6'4".
Yeah! It has nothing to do with that you're at a gas station alone. It's that you have trauma behind it.
Okay, but I'm speaking like on behalf of women, though. Women would feel a lot more comfortable with another woman coming up to her than a man that they don't know. Granted, if it was a hairy biker that came up to me, immediately feel safe. I immediately feel safe. If it was a heavily tattooed emo motherfucker coming up to me, immediately feel safe. If it was a white man in smart pants and like that little weird sweater vest things, I'm in danger. I'm gonna die. That's Ted Bundy. I'm dead. I'm dying. I'm gone. Okay? I'm not doing it.
Name drop Ted Bundy in that situation.
Okay. It's not Ted Bundy. It's Jeffrey Dahmer. Okay, I'm dead. I'm dead. Well, not Jeffrey, because A, I'm not black, I'm not a man, and I have tattoos. He says that people who are tattooed don't taste nice. So. But Ted Bundy, I'm dead. I'm dead. I have passed away. In fact, let me kill myself. Okay? How about that? No, I'm not doing it. But women, the reason that women have to fear all men is because of men. But I wanted to also shed light on the fact that men are also getting abused. It truly is not all men. It cannot possibly be. But men are also getting abused, and I want to...
refusing to speak about it.
Yeah. I wanted to bring awareness on the fact that men don't feel safe enough to speak about it because there's still that stigma around it. More men are coming forward because there's less stigma, but there is still stigma.
I'm gonna give a little activity to the listeners. I want you to go speak to the men that you feel the closest with, the ones that you genuinely believe would tell you if something like this happened. I want you to go speak to them, and I want you to ask them this question. If you ask them if they woke up in the middle of the woods in a tent with their pants off and their asshole hurts, would they tell anybody? Ask them that question. Would they tell anyone? If they answer yes, then they're one of the few who will speak up about whether they were abused or not. If they say no, more than likely, something probably happened to them in their past and they don't feel comfortable to speak up about it.
Yeah.
Ask
Anyway,
that question.
we are almost an hour. It's a very long episode. What am I doing? Right.
It got very heated there for a minute, too.
Well, yeah, when you keep interrupting me.
I don't know what you're talking about. You're crazy.
I knew it.